Hello everyone and welcome back to the Blackfoot Book Club and another volume of my essential film reviews collection. Thanks for being there everyone, and thank you very much for returning. Do you want to remember, or do you want to forget? What struck me immediately on seeing Danny Boyle's 10th film to date is that it's very much a film of the new decade and reflective of the 21st century. Trance is visually slick, glossy and frenetically edited, which propels an intriguing tale through its 101-minute running time and is always engaging and intriguing its audience. And lest we forget, a plot twist that is almost on a par with Boyle's first film Shallow Grave, and that is very high praise indeed. Trance is visually stunning at times and combines many Danny Boyle touchstones that have made him one of Hollywood's most sought-after directors. Multi-layered and engaging characters, an intriguing psychological thriller narrative that twists back and forth but never loses its audience, a modern and upbeat soundtrack, a sprinkling of dark humour, and a narration from the film's main character that almost implores you to look closer, deeper and far beyond what is presented on the surface. Simon James McAvoy is a young art auctioneer who is professional and diligent, yet deeply in debt, principally to Frank, Vincent Cassel, who in the film's opening scene cashes in that debt by stealing Goya's Witches in the Air. Frank is aided by fellow criminals Nate, Danny Sapani, Dominic, Matt Cross and Riz Wahab Sheikh. Their job is complete and Simon's debt is paid. Or is it? Again, the film's opening narration with its telling statement, "No piece of art is worth a human life," and its clever use of to-camera narration from Simon, including him simply staring silently straight at the camera or with a half smile, challenges the audience to think again and to look much, much closer. With a cast of only 16 main characters, and many of these are purely incidental sideshows to assist the narrative, it falls to McAvoy, Welcome to the Punch and 2014's Filth, and Cassel, A Dangerous Method and the excellent Black Swan, to nominally headline the film, but it's the next ex-Mrs. Stephen Blackford who is the film's true star. Rosario Dawson casts a spell on me in every film she appears in. From 2002's Spike Lee directed classic 25th Hour, both Sin City comic book noir thrillers, Kevin Smith's excellent sequel to Clerks, and Quentin Tarantino's 2007 homage to Grindhouse cinema, Death Proof. Here she portrays Elizabeth, a Harley Street hypnotist charged by the nefarious criminal gang with locating a stolen artefact, and takes both a top-heavy male-only cast and an already twisted narrative and twists both still further in a sublime performance. Joe Ahern wrote the original story as well as collaborating with Danny Boyle's stalwart John Hodge with the screenplay, and both produced an intriguing psychological thriller with numerous narrative twists before the film's enjoyable but somewhat frustrating denouement. The joy of the film's constantly contorting narrative are the questions that it poses to the audience. Is this today? Is this a fractured dream? Is this a flashback? What the hell is transference? Let alone the obvious question of what is actually true and can be taken as such. On the surface at least, the narrative appears to be linear, but it's nothing of the sort, as Boyle cleverly blends these flashbacks to present day and back again, disorientating the audience still further by occasionally infusing the storyline with sublime, surrealistic touches by mixing every narrative strand together, as well as a constantly slow-moving camera that segues between the time narratives. Editor John Harris deserves great credit here too. Another joy is putting together the pieces of the puzzle as the clues are unravelled, as is the appreciation of the crisp, glossy visuals and numerous reflections which bathe the film at times and all under the watchful eye of regular director of photography, Anthony Dodd Mantle. Rick Smith produces a pulsing beat of a soundtrack with very little in the way of Danny Boyle's traditional use of singular songs, tracks from M People and Moby aside. But all of these elements are blended together in yet another hallmark Danny Boyle film that has the faintest of echoes with his debut film, 20 years ago. And that was Trance from 2013, directed by Danny Boyle. And do I add my appreciation of Rosario Dawson at this point? I'm sure Rosario won't be watching this, although I am obviously a YouTube star by this point. Anyway, I'm sure this will be seen in the madness of the current world as a piece of misogyny, but it isn't. I admire the actress skills of Rosario Dawson immensely, as well as finding that human being utterly captivating and utterly beautiful. So if you're watching, Rosario, hello. I'm a YouTube star by now. You can find me. Anyway, enough of this madness. Thanks very much for watching. Peace everyone. And solidarity. Thanks very much for watching. See you again soon. Peace.